Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be breaking down how TJR Trades is able to make over 7 figures a month, and he's currently doing this with his high ticket offer, which is a mentorship, and the mentorship is all about teaching how to trade. And so TJR is a 22-year-old trader slash entrepreneur, and he's really teaching the new generation of traders, and he has a super big presence online through various platforms of social media such as Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Kick. And we're really just going to be diving into that. But we're going to be breaking down everything for you guys to really get the gist of how his sales funnel works and basically how he's able to sell that 7 figures a month. And so TJR is currently running a high ticket mentorship for aspiring traders or struggling traders. And if you guys don't know what high ticket offers are, they're typically an offer of some sort that is worth 1.5K to 2K or more. If you guys don't know the difference between high ticket, low ticket is usually anywhere between like $50 to $100. That's what I would consider it. And mid ticket is anywhere from like 500 to 1,000. That's what I would kind of count mid ticket as. But high ticket offers are really anything over like 1.5K. And so, spoiler, he is charging upwards of 4K for his mentorship here. The way that I got the number of 7 figures a month is WAP recently released a video. So this is WAP's YouTube channel, whatever. And it basically just explains that this 22-year-old college dropout is making $1 million per month. As you can see, this was a month ago, as far as, you know, the timing of this video being released. But yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're just going to jump into it, really talk about the traffic, how he gets his warm leads, and how he really converts his leads. And so while we're on the topic of traffic, warm leads, and converting those warm leads, I just want to give you guys a little sample here. As you guys can see, I'm about to walk through the TJR Trades funnel. I've already talked about the Brez Scales funnel, and I've also talked about the Daniel Dalen funnel. And so the thing that is similar about each of these entrepreneurs is that they all use the process of traffic, warm leads, and converting. But the thing is, all of them are a little bit different. As you know, TJR Trades, he does a trading community and mentorship. And so for Brez Scales, he has a brand scaling community that really focuses on a SMMA-like model, and he targets young audiences and uses his young money to kind of sell to his audience. And for the case of Daniel Dalen, he really has like a general business and entrepreneur community, but it's really focusing on building brands in public. And it may be a broader array of niches, but the thing that connects all of them is that they have similar core values. And so the thing about all these is that they do that 3-step process of traffic, warm leads, and conversion, but they all use different platforms. And that's because they all have a different target audience from each other. And so when you look at the 3 funnels, they all look fairly similar just because they're all 3 parts, traffic, warm leads, converting, but same thing over here, traffic, warm leads, and converting. But they all look fairly different. And that's just because they are catering to a whole bunch of different people or different target audiences. And looking at that, each 3-step process is going to be different from everybody. But I made it super easy for you guys or any aspiring entrepreneurs. You guys can get my free resource down below on the exact 3-step process and strategies for scaling high ticket offers. And basically, this is just going to go through a bunch of strategies that you guys can implement for each step of the process of traffic, leads, and conversion. And so, like I said, this is a free resource down below. Feel free to read through it. You're probably going to get a good amount of information from it, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. All right, so the first thing we're going to want to talk about is the traffic. And so there are 4 main sources of traffic or like social media platforms. So it's Instagram, YouTube, X or Twitter, and then Kick. And there's also TikTok as well. I know he uses TikTok, but it just doesn't have as much value as Instagram or YouTube or, you know, X or Kick. And I believe that's the case just because TikTok is a lot more for entertainment and not as much as like an educational thing. So that's kind of why I'm excluding it. Of course, it's going to bring people in, but I just feel like these social media platforms have a lot more value, if that makes sense. So the main traffic here is really Instagram and YouTube. And so this is where you're going to see the biggest followings. For Instagram, you can see that the main account here and the backup account both have pretty good numbers as far as followers. So the main one has 600 156K followers, and then the backup here has 114K followers. And so I'm going to start off with the backup account, just because the backup account, all it really does is just feeds into the main account. So when you look at the backup account, the photos, they are not really updated. They're a few months old, but he does stay consistent with the reels, and he posts 2 reels a day. And that's going to be a similar thing that you see within the main account here, but it's something that he does implement into his backup account as well. And so for the backup account, it's a lot more top of funnel content, more memes, more clips from other videos that are from YouTube, or clips from Kick where he streams, and that's really just turned into short form, and then it's used as reels for his backup account. And so for the backup account, he does mention his main account, and that's really going to just drive traffic to his bigger following. And so now going through his main account, like I said, good amount of followers, and you can see it's pretty similar. The posts here, they are a little bit older, kind of like the backup account, but he does stay consistent with the 2 reels a day. And the difference that you're going to see with the type of content here is that he does a lot more of those like talking to the camera type videos, or like the talking to the phone type videos. He'll talk about different topics that are currently happening in his life, or maybe he'll do something like, as you can see here, it's probably like a Q&A. And so as you can see as well, he does follow the like social media trends. You can see that he has like the Saratoga water or whatever, kind of like what Ashton Hall's kind of pushing out right now. But this is all just really to garner a lot of traffic, maybe get a little bit of insight into who he is as a person, as opposed to just, having a bunch of memes, kind of like what his backup account is doing. And so when you look at the highlights, right, you can see there's different highlights here: life, testimonials, testimonial 3, free course, and then some other testimonials right here. But basically the highlights are just really building proof from students, and really his own trading wins, and ultimately it's striking interest from the viewers. And so I'm going to go ahead and just break down his free course highlight, because it's only a 1-pager. Basically, he just mentioned that he made a super in-depth course, and basically it's all about his trading strategies or whatever. And this is just a call to action to get access now. And just breaking down his typical Instagram story sequence here. It's really a combination of life updates and student wins and personal trading snapshots. And for every win on his story, he likes to put the link to his blueprint or his free course. And so you can see, so these are just kind of going in sequence here. But basically you can see this is like a win. This is like a student win. And this has the call to action. Another win, a student win, call to action, student win, call to action, student win again, call to action, a little bit of a life update, and another win. But basically any post that has any student wins on his Instagram story, he'll go ahead and throw in that call to action to go ahead and get the free course, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's pretty much it for his Instagram account here. Moving on to his like other main social media platform, which is YouTube. He does have like 500,000 subs, and he does have a good amount of videos here. And so when you really look at his videos here, as you can see, here are some of the videos. They're doing pretty good numbers, anywhere from like 50K to 100K. That's what I typically see from his videos. I know these ones are more recent, so they might not have as many views, but that's typically what you will find here as far as the view count. And so when you look at the videos, he really makes 3 types of videos. So there's the day in the life, or POV, and this is how he spends his time and money. Kind of just explaining, what he does on a daily basis with his time, what things he's buying, if it's a car, if it's a watch or whatever. And then the other 2 videos that he makes are really like how-to videos, or like yap sessions, and then trading breakdowns. And so for the yap sessions or how-to videos, he talks about how he approaches what he does, the kind of mindset that maybe he needs to go into trading, keeping your head up, kind of things like that. A lot of motivational talks within these like how-to or sit down videos. And then he also has the trading breakdowns here. And this basically just breaks down the details of how he handles a certain trading situation. And these are clips that are taken from his live streams on Kick. And it just gives a lot of insight into the live trades that he's actually doing. And so for the trading breakdowns, they're not typically too long. As you can see, so this is actually a perfect example. This is like a POV. This is also like a POV. This is like a how-to, another how-to, and then this is just like the live Kick, kind of breakdown or trading breakdown. And so I would go ahead and say that his videos are really top of funnel. I would say like this one's top of funnel. This one's top of funnel. This is kind of top of funnel as well, just because it's kind of catering to a bunch of people. And then these are more middle of funnel videos here, just because you would kind of have to like know him a little bit more to be interested in seeing like the trading going on. But the day in the life or the how-to videos are really top of funnel, just really getting more of an audience to watch his videos. And so then more of his recent videos, he's been having these 3 links in the description. Basically, this is just for the mentorship right here. This is for the free course. And then this is for the broker or his broker, kind of like an affiliate link. And then I'll do a little bit of a deeper dive into all the links here after I explain all the social media platforms, because each link really directs a user to a different place. And I'll go through that as well. And so looking at X or Twitter, he doesn't have as many followers here. He has 164K followers, which is still a lot, but just not a lot compared to his Instagram or YouTube. And so as you can see, almost 3,000 posts, and he typically posts things about like life, personal wins, inspirational photos, or controversial topics. And so, as you can see, this is a photo of him with his cars. 10-year-old me would be proud. Same thing here, mama, we made it. A little bit of insight into his life in this post here. He's about to walk into the most abundant, balanced, wealthy, and successful period of his life, and he just kind of talks about that. And so all of this really feeds into a 22-minute VSL. If you guys don't know what VSL is, it's a video sales letter. And this is just breaking down how a 20-year-old trader went from unprofitable to 93K in 90 days. And so this is actually one of his students that he has helped, go from that unprofitable to 93K in 90 days. And this is pinned at the top of his account. And so whoever goes and looks at his account, this is actually the first thing that they see. And so now moving on to Kick. Kick is, if you guys don't know, Kick is a streaming platform. And basically, he does have a good amount of followers on this platform. So it's 144.9K followers. And basically, he just live streams his trading. And as you can see, the videos average about an hour and a half long. And they get pretty good views as well. As you can see, 43K views, almost 50K views, 30K views, 50K views. But basically, it's all in that ballpark. And so the thing about live streaming is everything is in real time. It's really showing the actual proof of his knowledge, and it shows his wins, like I said, knowledge, and just shows what he would do in a certain situation in real time. And the thing about Kick is that he has a Kick bot, and basically what this Kick bot does is it just periodically spits out different links. So it's different links to his socials, different tools and affiliates, and it's doing this like every few seconds or so. So as you can see, all of these are close in time. So it's like 30 minutes, 33 minutes, another 33 minutes, 34 minutes. And by the way, this is all from the same video. I forgot which video I picked, but you get the gist of it. It's all from the same video, and it's always kicking out all these links. So as you can see, this one here, this one is for the blueprint, which is the mentorship. This one is for his YouTube. This one is for his preferred exchange. And this one is for like a donation or whatever. But as you can see, it's always pushing out different links to just get more people to come see what he's actually doing outside of Kick. And so now we've gone through the traffic portion. Let's look at all the links that are mentioned within all the social media accounts. So for the main account and the backup account has the free course the main account has the actual mentorship. YouTube has the mentorship. Twitter actually has like all of his links here. So it's kind of like a landing page, just has a bunch of his links, his social media. And then Kick, it doesn't have anything as far as like his main page or whatever. But like I mentioned, it has a bunch of the links that are being shown from the Kickbot. And so how I'm going to break it down is I'm actually going to go to the link that is on the Twitter page. And that's just because it has all the links. It has the mentorship. It has all the socials. It has the free course and all that. And so, yeah, let's go on and look at how he gets those warm leads then. And so when we look at the links, right, from this page, this landing page or whatever with all of his links, he has all of his socials. He has the free course. He has a VSL, basically a testimonial about a student's success with the program. I think it's the exact same thing or the same person as this VSL on Twitter. But moving on, he has the Kick live trading. He has a free Discord, and he has some affiliate links as well from his partners. And so I'm really going to jump into just the free course just because that's what he's pushing. And that's really what's going to lead into his high ticket offer later on. So going on to the free course down here, when you click on that link for the free course, it takes you to this page. Basically, it talks about TJR's free 3-hour day trading one-on-one course, basically to help you become profitable. And basically, it asks for your first name, email address, phone number, and then you get to select if you want access. And then after that, you go ahead and answer some questions. And the reason why he has these questions is just to get to know if you are going to be a candidate to go ahead and buy his mentorship later on. Because like I said, this is a free course, but through the free course and all the free things, obviously it's going to make you want to transition into getting his mentorship and getting his help to become profitable. And so it asks a few questions like how much capital do you currently trade with? What's your level on experience? And then also an optional message here just to share a little bit about your journey, some strengths, some obstacles and things like that. And then you can go ahead and get access to the course. And so after answering this, basically it's going to send you the course link through the email that you provided from up here. And basically, you're going to get added onto the email list to receive the nurturing emails that you're going to receive from TJR. And so for the link itself, it's going to take you to WAP, and that's where you can go ahead and gain access to the free course. It's going to look like this. And then you can go ahead, agree to all terms and conditions, and then join. And then it mentions some of the things that you'll get within this course. Basically, the online course, Discord, some forms, and then also some testimonials. And it'll look something like this. This is kind of just like the front page of everything. Looks like the course here has about 3 hours of content and about 10 different modules. What it's basically going to have you do is join the Discord. And I believe TJR actually closed off his free Discord, so you won't actually get access to like the community because you will need to join the mentorship for that. But you will get access to some of the free tools or free affiliates that he does provide within Discord there. And so the free Discord basically comes here, and this is how it's going to look like. As you can see, a buttload of members here. He has over 100K members, which is actually pretty crazy. And as you can see, there's also another arrow right here, just because on his link page, he does have the free Discord access already. That's why I kind of just put the arrow there. Just because it's going to fall into the same sequence anyways. And so once you join, the first thing you're going to see is that it's going to have verification pending. And the reason why it has this is because it's going to basically ask you to verify, and then you're going to go ahead and give your information. And that could be your email, probably first name and phone, I believe. And so the reason why it asks for this contact info, even though it asked right here, is because not everybody's going to follow the same sequence. Like I mentioned, some people might click on the free course and then their name is already going to be added onto the list, or they might just click on the Discord, which they wouldn't even, be asked about their information here. And that's why there's a second area once you get into the Discord where it asks for the information or the contact information. And so once you get in, there's a few different channels as far as what you're going to receive. Like I said, he kind of closed off his free Discord or free access to the community already, but you'll still see different things such as his announcements, his links, YouTube videos, how you can join his mentorship to really get the full access. And then also just some other things such as his free course, the kick streams, his ebook, which I believe he's selling for like $20 or so, just, you know, a breakdown of how he basically trades. And then also just like a Blowfin secrets channel. I forgot what that is. I think it's some kind of affiliate link as well. But once you do verify yourself here, or you gain access to the course here, I mentioned that you will be put onto an email list. And so when you put in your email information, you're going to be on the email list here. And so the email list is really just there to get you to purchase the mentorship later on. It's just nurturing you. And so how he does it is that he usually starts off with a pretty good hook. So in this case, he mentions like, okay, the 1% will read this. Well, obviously, whoever's reading it will be like, oh, you know, I want to be the 1%. Let me go ahead and read this. And so he basically just mentions that, you know, you're meant for more, you know, you're special, things like that. And all of this is really going to get you to want to book a call for his mentorship. And it's really the same thing with his other emails as well, just, you know, different stories or whatever. This one's about how he went from $0 to $10 million. This one's about, you know, what the costly lie most traders believe. And so these are really just hooks to grab your attention. Within the emails, it's always going to have the link to the actual blueprint. And you can go ahead and click on that, and then it'll take you to the page. Here's just another example for the 1% ready to learn real trading, the blueprint. And then he says, peace, TJR. And so one thing that I do want to mention is that TJR, even though he is selling a mentorship, he advertises it as selling opportunity. You know, this is the opportunity for you to change your life. This is the opportunity for you to go where you're at $0 to $10 million, kind of like what that hook said in the email. With a lot of different entrepreneurs and a lot of different communities, there's different motives behind everything. Maybe you're joining a community to be with like-minded people. Maybe you're joining a community to be networking and, you know, growing your business. In TJR's case, he sells opportunity. You're joining because you want to learn more. You want to be able to take yourself from 0 to 10 million. And that's kind of like the target that he's going for. He's not going for people who are already majorly successful, but he's going for people who are looking to get their foot into the door and are really sold upon the idea of opportunity with this mentorship. And so for the last part, which is the conversion here, I definitely think this is the least complex thing just because it's pretty straightforward. But once people go ahead and click on the blueprint links, so as you can see, blueprint here, blueprint link here, blueprint, basically just going to point out all the blueprint places, blueprint, all of these take you to the exact same page, which is this landing page right here. And basically, he talks about how this system will create the next wave of profitable traders in 2025. And then this is where you go ahead and click to join. And then he also has this limited spots available kind of signage right here just to kind of build that scarcity. But really, he's going to go ahead and gather your info, first name, email, phone, again, to add you to that email list if you didn't go through the process of the free course or the Discord. This is going to add you onto the list. Then you'll go ahead and agree and then join the blueprint. And so moving down, it's going to take you to this blueprint page. I just kind of split it into two. This is like right underneath this, but it's basically going to want you to go ahead and watch the video. And he mentions that this is required, basically just selling you more on this, you know, a quick VSL. But then once you go ahead and scroll down a little bit more, he has that same VSL. And then he also has some testimonials from his students. And then once you get to the point where, you know, you're pretty much nurtured, you can go ahead and click finish applying now. And that's going to take you to this page here, the step 2 page. And this is a little questionnaire. Basically, he only wants qualified people to move forward because moving forward, you're going to have to go ahead and hop on a call. And he does not want to waste time, let's just say 30 minutes or 40 minutes to go ahead and try to sell you on something that you're probably not even going to buy because you don't even have the funds to do so. And so for this question here, he asks, what's the biggest obstacle when it comes to trading? He also asks, if you have a full-time income right now, if you are willing to risk some money and how much. And this really gets to see if you are qualified to go ahead and move forward and hop on a call. And so once you get to that point, and it's going to have the date, the time, or whatever, and you're going to book that call. And then after selecting the time, you'll go ahead and just put in your information here. It's going to ask for your email again, and this is just for the closer to go ahead. If you guys don't know what a closer is someone who actually takes the call with you and then tries to sell you on the mentorship. Because TJR, he does have a lot of people trying to join. He needs closers because obviously he cannot take calls like 24/7. And that's what the closer's job is supposed to do. They kind of act as like the partner with TJR to go ahead and get you into the mentorship. And so you'll go ahead and add in your name, email address, phone number again. And this is really just to follow up with you after you book the call, just to make sure you are ready for the call. And you'll go ahead and receive text messages beforehand, just notifying you of the call, whether it's like a day from the time of calling, or let's just say a few hours or even an hour beforehand, just so that you are able to be on the call on time and are already nurtured into buying the mentorship. And so once you get on the call, it'll be something like Zoom or Google Meet, and you guys will just have a video call, basically just talking about what this mentorship is going to provide. And so once you get to the point of buying into the mentorship, this is basically TJR right here, just guiding you through everything, and this is you. You get to learn a bunch of things. You get to be a part of the community, which is the Discord, and that's going to be the actual community and not really the free community that you saw beforehand. And you get all the resources, a bigger course or whatever. And as you can see, TJR is definitely making a buttload of money. Even just looking at the members here of 103,000 members, you can see how much money he's actually able to make, especially if he has a pretty good conversion rate, which I'm sure he does. But yeah, it's really a simple funnel of traffic, warm leads, and then conversion, or I don't have it up here, but conversion or convert. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. If you guys really like this video and you guys are really looking into how you guys can implement something like this for yourself, whether it's a system or a funnel or basically just the 3-step process, feel free to go ahead and message me on Instagram. I would love to give you guys a free audit on what you guys can do based on your business model or your business type or niche or whatever. Just because every single funnel is going to look a little bit different. Each business is targeting different people. And I mentioned earlier, but I have a free resource down below to get a whole bunch of strategies for the 3-step process there. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. But other than that, feel free to subscribe. I have a buttload of videos coming out soon with a bunch of different entrepreneurs and their own breakdowns of their funnels. So if you guys want to watch all those, feel free to stay tuned. They're coming soon. So talk to you guys soon. Bye.